Let's talk about turning your debt payoff journey from this long, tiring slog into a series of awesome, energizing wins. We're going to show you how to stay motivated and, maybe even enjoy the process. Okay, so let's start with a feeling I'm pretty sure we've all felt. You're making the payments, you're doing the budget thing, but that debt-free finish line, man, it just feels impossibly far away. And honestly, that's why most people quit. It's not a bad budget, it's just burnout. But there's a secret to keeping that fire lit, and it's all about celebrating those mini finish lines along the way. That is the absolute key to staying in the game and winning this marathon for good. So let's dive into the science here for a minute, because this isn't just some feel-good advice. No, this is actually about biology and how your brain is literally wired for success. See, every time you hit a goal, even a tiny one, your brain releases this chemical called dopamine. It's that feel-good reward that basically tells your brain, hey, that was awesome, let's do that again. It creates this powerful positive feedback loop that trains you to keep going. And this isn't just some fluffy theory either. Research from places like Harvard Business School totally backs this up. Tracking small, concrete wins is one of the biggest drivers of motivation out there because it makes your progress feel real and tangible. And this is exactly where that science connects to debt payoff strategies. You've got the debt avalanche, which mathematically saves you more on interest. But then you've got the debt snowball, which is built entirely around psychology. It's designed specifically to give you those quick, dopamine-fueled wins to keep you in the race. All right, so what exactly should you be celebrating? Let's get practical. Here is a clear roadmap with 7 specific milestones you can look for on your journey. First up, the very beginning. Celebrate the moment you make that very first extra payment. Seriously, don't just brush it off. This is the moment your plan becomes real. You've officially started. That's a huge deal. Second, let's talk about your first major victory. And that is paying off an entire account. Oh, that feeling when the balance hits 0 for the first time, it's a massive psychological boost. You've completely eliminated a debt from your life. That is for sure a party moment. Okay, number 3 is all about shifting your focus to the future. So when you finally knock out a high-interest credit card, you're not just paying down old debt. You are stopping future interest costs dead in their tracks. You should celebrate the money you just saved yourself from ever having to pay. Milestone 4 is always a satisfying one. And that's hitting those nice, clean, round numbers. Whether it's your first $1,000 paid off or you just crossed the $10,000 mark, these are perfect, clear-cut mini finish lines that just feel so significant. Number 5 is all about building powerful habits. Completing a no-spend challenge for an entire month, that is a massive win. It proves you have the discipline to succeed, and it builds a financial habit that is going to serve you long, long after the debt is gone. Our 6th win, this is a real tipping point. And that's crossing the 50% mark on a big loan, like a car or student loan. This shows you've built incredible momentum. It means the end is now officially closer than the beginning. You're over the hump. And finally, number 7, the big one. This is it. When you're down to the last debt remaining, knowing you only have one final boss left to defeat, well, that's probably the biggest motivator of all. The finish line is so clearly in sight. But, okay, let's be real. How do you celebrate without just digging a new financial hole? So in this next section, we're going to cover the single most important rule for rewarding yourself the right way. The number you got to remember is 1%. This is going to be your new golden rule for rewarding yourself responsibly and, more importantly, keeping all that amazing progress on track. Here's how simple it is. Your reward should cost less than 1% of the debt milestone you just hit. So, you pay off a $1,000 credit card? Great! Your celebration costs less than $10. This keeps the focus on the goal, not some pricey reward. And honestly, the best rewards don't have to cost a thing. It's about giving yourself a well-deserved break and just acknowledging your effort. Think about what truly recharges you. I bet it's simple stuff that costs $0. And this just shows how a small, intentional treat can feel incredibly special. A fancy coffee or a new book. It's not really about the money, right? It's about the act of marking the occasion and telling yourself, hey, I earned this. And hey, here's a pro tip to make this even more effective. Turn the whole process into a game. Use something like a debt coloring sheet, where you color in a little square for every $100 you pay off. Actually seeing that page fill up with color is a huge motivation boost. Okay, we've covered the why, the what, and the how. So for our last section, let's bring it all together and actually take some action. This right here is the key takeaway. Don't wait until the very end of this long journey to feel successful. Acknowledge your progress, celebrate those milestones, and use that energy to keep taking the next step. So I'll leave you with this question. I want you to look at your plan right now and find your first win. Is it an extra payment you just made? Is it a round number you're about to hit? Find it, and then decide right now how you're going to mark that occasion. Because your journey to debt freedom is built one small, awesome victory at a time.